There we go. Make sure I get a good angle. I don't want you to stare at my boobs or something. Unless that's what you're into. I mean, it's not my role to judge. Which way was that? It goes that way. Well, good evening, all you lovely fluffs. It is Daisy here with you tonight, feeling rather princessy. Before we get into anything exciting, if you ever are watching these, remember you can always watch them again on YouTube. I will repost them on Wednesday of the week of the Monday chats. And also, I stream on Wednesday evening between 8 and 10, playing, lately, Borderlands 2. But, as per usual, I'll greet everyone that's already been here, apparently. Hello, TD Man, Raider Sonic, and Wild Fox. Welcome to Bunny Chat. If at any point you feel like interrupting with something you'd like to talk about, by all means, let me know. Say in the chat room. I do my best to see things as quickly as possible. My vision is not the best, so, I do my best. And if I misread anything, that also comes down to my vision is not the best, and I'm dumb, so, you know, a little bit of both. Anyway, where to start today? Yay, Raider Sonic saying hi to Wild. I do need to get my own little set of emoticons for the subscribers. I have not gotten around to that yet. The whole getting affiliate was way faster than I expected it to happen, so I wasn't prepared for this. I did at least set up some things for my channel redeems, so please feel free to use those as you so see fit. Anyway, first thing to talk about today is yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. For realsies, as far as this is being recorded on Monday, yes, yesterday I did age one more solar cycle. Which is nice. I survived another year. My birthday was not bad. Did get to go out to dinner with two other people, and we had a lot of sushi, which was delicious. Asakusa is the bomb, and I apparently get it once a year on my birthday. So that tells you how not cheap it is. It's really good though. But a fun little bonus that ended up with the crescendo mostly being yesterday was over the last week or so, I had been feeling pressure in parts of my face, and I just assumed I just been talking too much, or my fursuit head was too tight on my face and pressing on my chin. And I was like, you know, I wear Mewtwo. I've worn him for every day for a half hour for a week, and I never had a problem. 30-second ad. Oh, sorry about that. Did you survive the ad? I know they're painful, but they do pay me money. It helps this be free. So I was feeling pressure in my face in different places, and it didn't click until about the weekend. What I was running into And that was, besides Discord getting a message, I had sinus pressure building slowly but surely. Rather annoyingly, too. Because, well, I was blaming Mewtwo's head on being too tight on me. I'm like, why would that be a problem? If anything, he slowly should be getting more loose on me as I wear him more, and that would stretch him out. Another good reason why I'm wearing Daisy today is because she is a little bit looser on my face and easier to wear and talk in. But, yeah, I was rather shocked at that. Come the weekend, it was Friday night, I finally put a Mucinex in my mouth, and Sunday I did a few more during the day. Fortunately, I felt normal when we went out to dinner. So I safely drove us the 20 minutes to the restaurant. And I was normal through the time we were eating, which is good. And I was just starting to feel a little wonky right as we were paying the check. And I was like, okay, guys, I'm happy we had fun, but I have to go because I don't know if the pill's wearing off or kicking in or whatever, but I'm starting to feel space ace here, and I need to make sure I get us home safe. And just about as I was finally getting home, I was like, whoa, I'm really feeling this. This is probably not so safe. But I got us home safely and camped in my chair for most of the rest of the evening and kind of spaced out on what was going on in my head. Whew. Sinuses, they are abysmal. But yeah, survived that. Feeling a lot better today. Up through Sunday, I'd only been taking the 4-hour model of the pill. Sunday night, right as I went to bed, I took one of the 12-hour ones. Into this morning, I was really still feeling a little bit of space AC, even though I made it back to work. But I successfully worked today. By lunchtime, I felt pretty much normal, and I haven't taken another pill since, so hopefully my face is deflating sufficiently, and we're going to be back to normality here any moment. Hopefully well enough that Mewtwo gets to be the gamer on this Wednesday, because it's his turn. Daisy was last week, so Mewtwo gets this week. For anyone that's curious, yes, there are reasons why Daisy and Mewtwo are the only two that play games normally. I can see out of them the easiest. Also, not just directly see out of them, but I can have my head in a position where I can see the monitor the best out of them, and I can stand to be in them for the 2-hour period. I do not think I could do Cherry. My chin would be so sore. She actually does wear on my chin a lot. So only if I'm talking. Like, I could go out and just straight fursuiting her for 2 hours being a silent suitor. Nothing. No problems whatsoever. I would be ducky. Start me talking for even a minute or two, she starts boring my lower lip right up onto my teeth, and boom, uncomfort. That just doesn't go away until I've taken the head off. Doesn't matter how much you fidget the head around, move things. Nope. You're gonna be stuck with that uncomfortable until you take her off. Well, you know, gotta learn some things. But yes, I survived another year. I had a fun trip this last Thursday. So we did take a couple of days off last week, Thursday and Friday, because we got tickets to go see Gabriel Iglesias up in Michigan. He was at Fire Keepers, I think. It was a boy. Even after watching his show, I'm still not sure what the correct word is right now. A reservation type casino. Whatever the correct word is for the people that were in America whenever Christopher Columbus got here. Those people, one of those casinos on a reservation. I think it was called Firekeepers. And I gotta say, it was actually a really, really nice place. And amazingly, really close. Only about an hour and 15 minutes drive from here to there. And I was expecting it to be hard to maneuver getting into the parking and getting into some places big as a casino. Surprisingly, they make it really easy to get inside those places. The parking garage is actually free, so no parking fees. They had a heated sidewalk at the end of the parking garage walking to the door on the inside. So even though it was a little cold out, if you weren't wearing a heavy enough jacket, you just walk under the heater line and you're staying mostly warm on the way inside. That was crazy. I don't expect that anywhere, and that was honestly, I walked away from the heaters because I'm someone who does not deal well with extra hot toasty blowing on me. But for my sister who went with us, yeah, it was a good thing. With our tickets, it came with $10 worth of free rewards money at the casino. I didn't know what to expect, but I was not disappointed with it. Yay! Aw, little otter and a bunny. How cute. Thank you, Raider Sonic. I'm curious, who's the bunny? Mouse, come over here. Oh! I know that bunny. I don't know that otter, but I do know that bunny. I've been on his stream a couple of times. Did I pooched my camera. Don't ever let this bunny move. I will knock everything over. Anyway. Oh yeah, I remember where I was. So, before we actually saw the show, we got there with plenty of time. By the time we got to where I'm about to say, we had about a half hour to just get into our seats. So we had loads of time. We were really close already. I'm a channel mod for both of them. Aww! Yay! Timmy the Otter and Naughty Bunny. Yes. Good boy, Raider Sonic. Take care of them channels. So we got up to the little login kiosk for new customers because I've never been to this casino before. And after just a couple of questions, I had my little red card to go gambling with. They scanned my ticket and gave me my free $10. Plus, I gave them an email address, which got me another free $5. And got told, after I was done talking to them, go over to this other kiosk and fill out the new customer survey, which was just, are you a new customer? Yes. Here's another free $5. Boy, they really want to get you gambling at this place. I'm at $20 of spendable but not cash outable. Okay, let me stress that. I cannot just take the $20 and extract it. But I did have $20 of effectively free gambling money just handed to me. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. But, you know, I ain't gonna complain. Free money's not a bad thing. So after going through this, myself, my sister, and Javi's dad all didn't have cards yet. And since we all wanted to get our free $10, we all stood in line and all got red cards. And we then went and sat down and got our seats for watching Fluffy, Mr. Gabriel Iglesias. Which, by the way, 3 front runners, I remember for sure we had Alfred Robles, we had Martin, and Mr. Fluffy, but I don't remember what the other guy's name was. I apologize to the other guy. I'm not going to give away any of their jokes. That is totes not what's going to happen. I'm just going to say they all really were on point, so if you are able to get any tickets to this show as it's traveling about the country still, it was really good. I really, really think it was a good set, and it's worth going to. But as we were just sitting down before anything even started, I pulled out my little red card. I took a look at it, and I was like, well, this is cool. And they gave me a little bungee cord so I didn't lose it, so it stays attached to me when I put in a slot machine. I'm like, that's neat. And it says Lincoln Miller Jr. on it. Lincoln Miller Jr.? That's not the town we're in. Is that the, district? Or that the... And my sister pulled out her card and it had her name on it. Javi's dad pulled out his card and it has his name on it. And I was like, and who the hell's Lincoln Miller Jr. and why am I him? So, for the next 2 hours, my name was Lincoln Miller Jr. while we were sitting in the show. After the show was over, since we hadn't gotten to go to the freebie kiosk to get our final $5 free for saying yes, we got a card, I went and stood in the customer servicey line again. I just walked up to the lady and said, I got my card right as we got in here, and I went and saw the show, and then I read it had a name on it. I didn't notice. She laughed and said, wow. Let me fix that for you. Only took her a few seconds. She printed me out a new card. Everything worked fine. I had my free $20. I went over the other kiosk. I did the thing, and then I had my final $5. So $20 of free money. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I ever going to say this was not fun. In fact, I really think it was kind of fun. What's going to happen next? We went and sat down at one of these electronic fancy schmancy slot machines. Stick your little red card in the red card slot, and you are then immediately allowed to start gambling with that free money. But they already get you at step 1 before you even start doing any one gamble. You have to put some money in the machine. Because even if you are spending your free points, you have to have the equivalent of the amount in money in the machine to spend that free points. Now, when Javi sat down, because he was showing us how to do this because he's been there before and he knew what he's doing, he slipped in a 20. And I watched as he cycled through all of his free money, because he had a little bit extra in there. His regular money kept going up. It would like go down as the spin went and then go right back up as it cashed in that the free points. And yeah, after he spent all his free money, his real money had gone up slightly. Nowhere near as much as his free money went down, I believe. But, you know, free money goes away, actual money comes out, you still end up winning. This is not a problem. So, I sat down, stuck my little red card in the hole, and I was like, okay, it looks like the maximum bet is $2.50. I had a $5 in my wallet. I had some other money too, but I mean, I physically had a $5. I'm like, well, what am I going to risk? A $5 bill, I put it in there, worst case scenario, I'm out $5. I've done stupider things for $5. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, stupider things have happened with $5 for me. So this wasn't a big deal. Stuck my $5 in, and I used my free spins. $2.50 a spin on maximum bet at this Monopoly machine we were on. Yeah, that was the theme the machine that he liked, so that's the one we were on. I did my 8 spins till the free money disappeared, and I looked over at my actual money, which started at $5, and it was up to $13.75. Now, the fact that I had made money could easily trick anyone to thinking that this is easily a way to profit. Fortunately, well, I'm going to say, just because I was not in the mood to hang out and do it anymore, I'm going to go with fortunately. I was smart enough to walk away. Because that $20 in free money turned into $8.75 in cash out money, plus the $5 I'd already put in, which made the $13.75. So, through the process of running through a 20, I got $8.75 out. Now, had I done that with a regular 20 and came out with $8.75 as opposed to a $20 bill, which I originally had, did I have fun for 5 to 10 minutes? Well, probably. Did I profit? At that point, it would have been no. But in this case, I had $20 of unaccessible money that turned into $8.75 worth of now my money. So for that amount, I'd say I won. Sorry about that. So, do I see the allure and the draw of gambling at a casino at these fancy slot machines? Oh my, yes. If you walked in there with, say, a budget, okay? For being only an hour and 15 minutes away to have a little mini Vegas, as it were, yeah, I could easily see if that was something we thought would be fun to do, was drop $200 potentially at a casino. Basically, set yourself up with a budget, and you know you've gone in with $200 cash, and you're not going to be spending more than $200 cash. You could probably enjoy yourself for quite a few hours. And I'm not saying you are guaranteed to walk out with even your $200 in the end. I'm not saying you're going to walk out with any of that $200. Let's be fair. If you're doing it for that way, good chance you're coming out with goose egg, but having had fun for a while. But going in with the little kind of wishful hope that you're going to win, and the chance of having fun for a couple hours, I can understand. I don't necessarily think it's something I personally want to go do. At least not right now. But maybe. Maybe if I'm in the mood, it might be fun. Take Autumn up there. We'll sit down a couple of fun machines and blow a few dollars. Who knows? Do I think gambling is evil? No. Do I think gambling is smart? Also no. But I mean, I'm being honest. The house has always got the odds in their favor, so the probability you are going to be the winner is always super low. So remember, you're not going there with the probability of winning all the money. But if you keep yourself on a budget, you at least know you're not going to go and lose all the money. So keep that in mind. After you finished your gambling phase at one of these slot machines, you hit the cash out button. And it doesn't spit out dollars, which is probably for the best. Keeps everybody a little bit neater in where the money collection actually occurs. It gives you a receipt with a barcode on it. And then you walk over to one of these ATM machines. You slip your little receipt into it, and it will spit, or as many receipts as you happen to have. Javi ended up playing some more, so he had 2 receipts to stick in. He played with actual money the second time. He technically actually won a little bit. Not much, but I mean a little, so I mean, free profit. But you stick your receipt or receipts in the little zippy machine, and it doles out your cash. I got my $13.75 back, which would be my 5 plus the $8.75 I won. My sister spent her $20 in free money, ended up winning about $12. So, yeah, again, less than the money that's of value, but she still ended up with money she didn't come in there with. So, we both consider it a profit, a win. Not a loss, anyway. Yeah. We were hoping to try a couple of the food places in the casino, but the place called 24/7's was closed at 10:30 at night. Yeah, the place called 24/7's was closed at 10:30. I think they failed at figuring out what to name their restaurant. Also, someone's messaging me, and I can't respond to them because it's in my pants pocket, and, well, I can't do anything about that right now. I'm wearing a dress. I have fluffy paws on. If you need something and you're trying to talk to me and you're watching this, put it in that chat box. I'll respond to you. If you can wait till after I'm done, that's fine. I'll get your messages here in, time check, 7:28. About a half hour or so. Yeah, depending on how long I take. So, having gained another year of experience here, I don't feel bad having aged. Other than my hairline starting to creep back slowly, I don't feel like I even look older. If anything, the fact that I lost weight, I kind of look a little younger over the last couple years, which is pretty nice. I don't have any complaints about that. Feels good to look a little bit younger. Other than the fact that I'm just getting over having a sinus infection, normally I don't feel any more tired than I did last year or the year before or any of those times. Again, because I've been trying to get more in shape. If anything, I feel more capable, more not older. So that's a good sign. I don't fear getting older. It's one of those things, it's inevitable, and, well, it's not really that big a deal. Like, I remember when I turned 30, it like hit me upside the head that I was like, wait a minute, I'm already 30 when it happened? And now I look back and go, that was a long time ago. I know a lot of younger people feel like the world's going to end the moment you drop that 3-0. Oh no, my 20s are gone. What am I going to do? You're going to enjoy your 30s, stupid. You don't die at 29 and 364 days. You don't have to turn in all your fun stuff. No more video games. No more road trips to a furry con 2 states away. No, you still go out and have fun. If anything, turning 30, you probably have been at a job longer, and you're making a little more money. You maybe have a little more vacation time. So you got something to work with. Turning 30 isn't a bad thing. Turning 35 isn't a bad thing. I'm not going to say how many turns I've made since that at the moment, but, it's more than that. But honestly, I still feel good. I don't feel like I'm old. I don't feel like I'm creaking around. I don't feel like I'm worn out. So, yeah. Aging, not as bad as people want to give it. Yeah. Blurb. Well, chat, anything you guys want to talk about? Anything come up? Otherwise, it's been a pretty easy, relaxing week. Today I did the adventure, I say very loosely. I made barbecued pulled pork in the slow cooker today, which turned out really nice. I got a little over a 4-pound pork butt, and did my usual recipe for barbecued pulled pork, which is either 1 large onion or like 4 small ones cut into little chunks on the bottom of the slow cooker. The pork butt chunk goes on top of that. On top of that goes a nice thorough sprinkle of salt, pepper, chili powder, garlic powder, MSG, brown sugar, and regular Dr. something. Dr. Thunder is what was the store brand that was where I was at. So that's the one I got today. Done with all different brands of Doctor. I'm cheap, so I buy the store brand, not the brand name if I can avoid it. And basically turn the slow cooker on to high for at least 6 hours. By the time I came down at a little over 7 hours, it was already falling apart, so perfect. And then an hour later I came down and enjoyed it, and it was delicious. Now, for those of you who want the exact recipe, there isn't one. Being honest there. But my values are pretty simple here. Usually I'll stick the honk of pork butt in the slow cooker. How much garlic powder do you put on? That's easy. You cover it till it's all white with garlic powder. There you go, that's your measurement. Cover the entire top till it looks like it snowed. Then how much pepper do you put on? Same thing. Okay. Well, salt. Pretty much the same thing. Well, what about the chili powder? Same thing. Oh, and I put a little oregano in there just for a little pizzazz. That one I just kind of made a little sprinkle. Nice, good, thorough sprinkle, but that's about it. And the brown sugar, since it's not as easy to make an even just coat on the top of the pork, I just put in a cup or two of loose, just pouring out of the bag. And then you add the Dr. Whatever into there until it's mostly up to the point where the meat's covered. It doesn't have to be all the way to the top of the meat. And definitely make sure it's not over the edge. You want to have a little bit of space, or trust me, it will boil over in the time and you'll have a very sticky mess to deal with. Today is one of the first times I've not made a really sticky mess. So let's just say I ain't perfect. And I may have put a little more pepper in than I normally do, and I'm not complaining. I actually thought that worked really good. In the MSG, I don't put in as much as any of the other seasonings, similar to the oregano. I just put a nice generous sprinkle across the top of it to add a little bit of extra zippity-doo-dah to the situation. And for anyone that's curious, MSG is not a deadly evil sin. It is actually not any more bad for you than anything else. It is just a slightly different salt. It does not give you tummy trouble specifically, unless you're specifically allergic to it, which most people aren't. The whole MSG scare from back in the, I think it was the 70s and the 80s, people were just blaming Chinese restaurants on their inability to digest something that was cooked there. This could come down to a cultural difference. If you're eating something you've never had before, and all of a sudden you end up with the poopers because of it, it's not because anything's wrong with the food you're eating, it's because you're not used to that food. Trust me, for everyone that makes jokes about the fact that, yeah, you might get the runs from eating Mexican food, same thing. There's nothing wrong with any of these food products. If you're eating them often, you're not going to have a problem. People from other countries have a similar issue when they come and eat our southern fried chicken. Yeah, all that oil that you in America might think is normal, not everybody's tummy agrees with you. And I'm okay with us all having different eating habits, because it means way more fun restaurants for me to go and experience. I look forward to trying even more places. I find that fun. I don't know about anybody, I don't know about any of you, but even if I don't like a place I ended up, I at least like the idea that I tried it. One of those places was a Vietnamese place that a friend in town really likes. I'm not complaining about that, nor am I going to complain about the fact that I went there. It's not my favorite thing, but I'm happy I tried it. Trying new food is good. You got that right, Mindy. Trying new food is always good. I remember I was scared of Indian food because I'm a person with some weird food allergies. So the fact that everything there was basically some kind of sloshy sauce looking stuff, I was hesitant. Now I'm an Indian food stan. You know, that stuff can be really good. I could dig a basic curry. I could go to town on a vindaloo or a tikka masala. Once a week, we tend to make tikka masala from a packet, chana masala specifically. We do get occasionally chana tikka masala as well. But anyway, yeah, that kind of stuff I was scared of as a kid, and I just went and tried it one day, and it turned out to be delicious. Who knew? Well, the place where all of our spices came from makes good food. And if you're curious, almost every flavor in your spice cabinet came from there. They're the ones who gave us most of that stuff. So gave being kind of relative. There was kind of an occupation by the British, and gave, took. They're the source anyway. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, so many good flavors out there. I didn't even realize Thai food was a thing for the longest time. It's on my list of things I really like now. In fact, we have a local Thai restaurant which we really like, and another local Thai restaurant which we are okay with. And neither one's very far. One of them is literally, if the traffic light is red, potentially up to 3 minutes drive. The other one is all of 5 minutes drive. So, not far. But yeah, fan of a lot of different things. You never know what you're going to like until you try it. And if you go to a place that serves a kind of food you don't eat very often, try something, as long as it doesn't say an ingredient you hate. Like, I wouldn't go get mustard chicken or something at a restaurant, okay? One, highly allergic to mustard, so yeah, that's not going to happen. But if I saw something that sounded somewhat good, even if it didn't sound like a thing I specifically wanted, if it's good enough to have been on their menu, it's probably good. I'm going to redeem some of my own water because I'm apparently losing my voice. There we go. Don't break whatever that is. Remote control. Remote control, go way over there, out of my way. Good remote control. You hide over there. Okay, good. Have to be able to talk. This does not work very well if I'm not able to communicate. Yeah. So, I know I talk about food a lot in these chats. Well, that's a big part of my life, so, I'm a big proponent of food that tastes good as opposed to just eating to fill yourself up or really getting on the fast food. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for eating a McBurger every so often. I'll admit, we hit Arby's maybe once a month. We haven't eaten out as much in the last few years since lockdown. And I've come to accept that as part of my current normal. I wish grocery prices were staying low because for a little while we were saving money doing this. Now we're coming back to about the same breaking even from how much more groceries are costing. Yay! That and eat a lot more ramen than I'd probably want to, and even that's gone up a little bit. Let's see, it's 24 packs for $6, I think, at Sam's Club now. I think that's right. Or was it $3? I think it's $3 for 24 packs. In any case, it is over 10 cents a pack now, even at the maximum bulk. So that stinks. They're good, but overall not great for sodium. You got that right. I know most of the salt is in the noodles, not in the packet of dust, but at least I tend to throw out about every other packet of dust, and the one packet I do use, I boil the water with it, and then I dump out the water, so I know I'm not solving the world, but I'm not eating all of the sodium at least. But then again, almost every processed food is so loaded in sodium, it's crazy. I got a cookbook that we'll still need to use for ramen. Ooh, yum yum. Someone else is messaging me now too. I'm going to train the world that if they need to get in contact with me during this period of Mondays or Wednesdays, just come into my Twitch room and ask. I will happily talk about anything, even if it is something personal. Anyway, yeah, it is scary how much even things you'd think aren't full of salt are full of salt. It explains how to make the noodles, and I think that you bake the noodles with baking soda beforehand. I'll double check. Ah, cool. Well, that's kind of neat. I wouldn't mind making fresh ramen like that. That sounds kind of fun. Yeah, like even canned vegetables have a ton of sodium in them. Every kind of canned soup has a load of salt. Like, why do these things have so much sodium in them? Where does it all come from? It doesn't taste salty. It's a comic book style. Oh, that is awesome. I wanted to see this comic book style cookbook and make ramen with you. Fortunately, I don't think I yet have a problem with my salt levels, so we're probably okay. Probably okay. We're still good. We're still good. Yeah. But there's a lot of other things we've been eating a lot more of that may or may not be healthy. Healthy, big quotes there. Because they're inexpensive, Boca Burgers have actually been on our kind of like not meal list. So that's a good thing, I suppose. We both like the flavor of them, and they're microwavable in a minute per burger. So that's part of the reason. It's a comfortable flavor. It's something we're used to. So it's turned into a normal repurchase. We also get store brand chicken nuggets, not the dinosaur shaped ones. I had been buying the dino ones, but they don't heat as evenly. And then like the heads and legs tend to be like really crunky when the middles are still kind of cold. So I went back to normal shaped nuggies. I know, I'm a bad child for that, but normal nuggies, they taste a little better. And store brand, actually pretty decent price for the family size pillow of nuggies at Meijer. Yes, I know, dino shaped nuggies are the best ones for being cooler. I have ramen once or twice a week. I wouldn't think it would. That would hurt sodium. Nah, you're probably fine. To be honest, I have it probably twice a week. So we're in the same boat. I have that animal-shaped Impossible ones. I'm sure those are delicious. The only reason they're not on the shopping list is because how much they cost per nug. I'm not a vegetarian by like, oh, I need to be a vegetarian. More of a, I don't mind the flavor of most of this vegetarian stuff. And whoever's going to be cheapest, they're what I tend to buy. They cook it evenly, and yeah, it has a price. Oof. Yeah, I kinda expected that. I saw the, I didn't see the animal-shaped ones in the store, but I have seen the normal nugget shapes, and it was like this tiny little bag, and it was like $6 or $10. I'm thinking, even the regular bag of store brand nuggies was a modest sized pillow for $6. The actual pillow size pillow of store brand nuggies that I buy is like 13. Yeah, 3 meals and about $7. I suppose that comes down to how many meals you consider them to be. Because looking at those little bags, I was like, that looks like one meal for $7. That store brand pillow for 13, I can get a lot of meals off of them. Offset with with tater tots. Yes. Store brand tater tots are almost always in my freezer. I don't know why. That's the little kid in all of us that still like tater tots, because why does this childhood food taste so good? It is really a hard week if somehow I manage to have not eaten tater tots at least once. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually on my normal food. Chicken nuggets with tater tots, I have those once in a while. Yay. They're good, and with mint chutney. I can see that. Actually picked up the Buffalo Wild Wings Asian Zing sauce at the grocery store, and when I do my nuggies, as soon as they come out of the okay, don't yell at me. As soon as they come out of the microwave, I take the sauce and I put one little dot on each nuggie, and it just makes a perfect level of flavor and heat. Just a nice little zing, like a super simple samosa. Samosas. But yeah, those Buffalo Wild Wing sauces can turn those cheap store brand nuggies into fancy nuggies real quick. Honestly, really pleasant. If you budget the fact that I think it was about $6 for the bottle of sauce, but it's going to last quite a few bags of nuggies worth. For as much as I was using, so that $6 is going to last quite a while and make a lot of nuggies taste really good. Gonna keep that up. Also, I can tell I'm feeling better than I was on Wednesday, because about an hour into gaming on Wednesday, because of my sinus pressure, I was already pretty starting to get wonky. We're coming up on the end of this hour, and I'm actually feeling pretty okay, so that's a good sign. Granted, I am looking forward to making another sandwich out of that pulled pork in the kitchen once I'm done here. I mean, nothing wrong with having another pulled pork sandwich whenever you had to smell it all day. Having Monday being a cooking night and Tuesday being a leftovers night is really working out for us. Because like today I made the pulled pork. Sometimes I'll make like a big pot of gnocchi or a family pack of chicken parts. So tonight and tomorrow we'll have this delicious pulled pork, and I only had to cook once, and I'm going to put cooking it relative, since I just season the thing and turn on the machine and I come back in 7 hours. I need to fix my stand mixer still and try to make my own pasta. The only pasta I ever made myself was raviolis a few times as a teenager. And I know I made them way too thick, but I still enjoyed myself. Making pasta could be fun. Those are so fun. Yeah. Oh, you should have seen these things. They look like big puffy fried eggs. Okay, they were huge because I didn't realize how thin you had to roll the dough out. So it was like eating this like bland cake with a chicken lump in the middle of it. Fortunately, I had plenty of sauce, so it made the bland pasta better. But you know, call me a dork, but you know, I'm a dork. I'm thinking maybe this coming weekend I might do a fried rice, since I do have a couple extra pork chops from 2 weeks ago. So that's a plan. I've got a little press for raviolis, so it'd rip if too full. Yeah, probably. I think I had some of those. I don't know where they ended up. I probably lost them in a move or two. I mean, it's not like it's an expensive thing. It's only a few dollars for a set of plastic ones, or several more dollars for metal. Well, I had plastic ones, if I remember right. But you know, dumplings of any sort, always a fun option. For my gnocchi, I usually use the shelf-stable packs of gnocchi. The slightly more expensive than store brand usually, because the store brand ones are usually all sold out. D somethings. I don't know the name for sure. But they turn out pretty good. I mean, they make good little noodle pillows. Nice and soft. And yeah, then into one of my doctored up meat sauces, and whew, you can have a little bit of a party. Yeah. Delicious. But hey. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and do a fried rice this coming weekend, if I remember to. And I have now a Build-A-Bear gift card sitting on my desk because my mother and father got me that for my birthday. Thank you, Mom and Dad. You're not going to watch this, but thank you, Mom and Dad. Granted, I just was at Build-A-Bear and just bought a Growlithe and 2 more $10 for $5 gift cards. So technically I have $45 worth of Build-A-Bear money in my wallet to spend. Yeah! That's called adulting hard. Totally. And I got some Amazon money for my birthday too. I'm not sure what I'm going to buy with it yet. I had a couple things on my wish list. Maybe some more Battletech Mans. Maybe some comfy outfit wears. We'll see what I feel like popping that on. That and I might have a little bit more Amazon credit card cash back rewards in there. Also nice to see whenever you go to shop for things, you're like, oh, I got $12 of free money. Yay! Sam's Club sent me a statement saying I currently have $12 of free money on that card. So, goodbye, Wild. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you enduring my chatting and being me. But it is always nice whenever you see a credit card telling you how much free money you have. Over the last 8 years or so, maybe 9, that I've had credit cards, I've paid 0 cents in interest. But I have certainly got hundreds and hundreds of dollars in cashback payouts from all of these cards. I'm not bragging, like saying I'm like throwing in the bling. No, all of it's spent. Okay. Other than what's currently sitting there, it gets spent the next chance I get. But it's really nice to know that instead of paying for credit cards are effectively paying me to keep using them. So, I'm gonna keep that up. Keeps my credit up, and hey, free groceries or free crap off of Amazon. Two things that definitely work well with me. And Sam's Club finally made theirs a lot easier. It used to be you get a check in the mail in like February that you'd have to go to Sam's Club, go to the service desk, and cash your blue check. Now it's every month as your statement occurs. At that same time, the whatever cashback awards you've earned are now just available as spending money when you go to Sam's Club. So every time I go to Sam's, which is about once a month, I put my card. It says, "Do you want to spend your $12, your $20, whatever I've gotten?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah, free money, yo!" And that particular MasterCard is what we do all the grocery shopping on, so that's why the money piles up, even though I only go to Sam's Club about once a month. But all the times, anytime we put gas in the car or we go grocery shopping, that card pays for it. I pay it off immediately, so there's no interest. And I get paid for having done that, and effectively buys a couple of things every time I'm at Sam's Club, so it's not a bad situation. I know this isn't a setup that everyone can handle or manage, but hey, they accepted me and said I could have a card. I know I make more than in cashback awards off that card than to pay for my Sam's membership every year, which, yeah, that's one of the few things I can't avoid. It takes that out automatically from that card. But hey, at least I got a card that I use everywhere, and it earns me a little savings. And yes, I'm actually very careful with the things I go there to buy, and I don't go there and just impulse buy a flat of peanuts or something. Okay, every once in a while I buy those everything cashews because they are the frickin' bomb. But generally, I'm only going there for stuff that I already know I'm going to save money on, or I know I can get better there specifically. Sometimes, if I know I haven't gotten steak yet for that week, I definitely will buy it there because they usually have really good meats. They have really good salmon in the refrigerator case. They have several good frozen items I tend to pick up at valid good prices. Several canned items I like to use, they tend to have good price on, so I can't think of anything I would like to talk to you about on here, but I do like listening to your stories. Oh, thank you. You're not required to, bring anything up there, Raider Sonic, but you definitely feel free to enjoy my my babbling. I do like talking. This whole concept of the Monday night video was coming down to I hadn't been doing the talking videos, the storytime videos for a while on my YouTube channel, and I was really kind of missing it. And then I was like, why don't I just do this live? I have a Twitch account, and it'll be an excuse of something to do that's a little different. So, yeah, live stream it and talk. Oh, stupid ad. I'll wait. I'm about to end anyway. Very interactive. Yes, it is. I try my best. I'd rather be more fun than boring. And anyone that wants to watch them later on YouTube, they still have the opportunity to sit through my babbling for an hour or so. Or fast forward to the parts they like. And that is why I actually tend to read everyone's whatever I'm about to answer before I answer it, because that way it doesn't feel like I've skipped something. And good news, for the recorded version, there are no ads, so if you watch, I don't know if YouTube puts ads on or anything, but there's no interruption of my talking from an ad. But as soon as Raider Sonic gets back from ad time, I think he's the only one who is non-starred that's on here at the moment. Kind of an incentive to get that sub, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's about sandwich time. Anyway, while we're waiting for that to happen, I'm going to go pull up where we could possibly raid you guys off to. I would like to be nice and share my community with someone else. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Is there anyone else I'd like to go to? Is she still alive? Let's see. Mouse arrow? See, is she actually live? Ugh, ads. Yeah, now I'm watching ads, waiting to see if I can see someone I can send you to. Very interesting that way. Swift? Yeah, he's playing a game, isn't he? Back. Yeah, that'll work. He's playing World of Warcraft. Hey, that'll actually work. Anyway, alright, I guess I'm going to raid you guys off to Swifty. I'm going to stop my recording now before it yells at me.